Hey guys, it's Marissa, and we have a fun vlog here today. So Tuesday was my birthday, and today is now Saturday, and I am going to have my birthday celebrations. My boyfriend was so nice to plan a special date for us, and we are heading to an alpaca farm right now. So really excited. Oh, the sun is really shining. It's gonna be a beautiful day, but we're heading to an alpaca farm. We're gonna see where the yarn begins and how it's made, and then we are heading to a fiber arts festival. So come along with us. I want to show you everything that I see, and yeah, it should be a fun day. Thanks for watching. As this is one of my first vlogs that I'm creating, I really tried to find a balance between being in the moment and also capturing everything we did today. So this is the drive heading into the alpaca farm, and this is the cute little sign, A Simpler Time. We first met with our tour guide, and they had adorable working dogs. So we're heading into the farm area, and they had these super adorable dwarf goats. They're so tiny and sweet. They gave us a little nibble, but they were just so cute. And here's a little dwarf goat walking up to the alpaca. You can really see the alpaca's kind and indifferent nature. They're such docile creatures, and it was so fun spending the day with them.
And you're welcome to reach in and pet them. The only thing we say is don't reach for the top of their heads.
Okay.
This one's Ella. She is a sweetheart. Wow, so soft. Like, wow. Wow, that's wild. She is a year old, or is she a year and a half? Oh, right in there somewhere. She's still young.
Hi!
I don't know all their names.
Here's one of the pens of alpacas. They separate them by males and females, and we got to touch how soft their fur truly is and just how deep it goes. Our tour guide let us know how easy alpacas are to work with. They really don't smell that bad. They're very clean animals. They regulate their own eating. So we really got a chance to learn about how these alpacas are raised. The feeding experience was definitely my favorite part of the tour. It was a really weird sensation in your hands, kind of like a soft scraping motion, but they're so sweet. You can get up close and personal with them, just respect their space and read their body language. But this little black alpaca was my favorite. He was so tiny compared to the rest. Their fur just really differs between each animal, meaning you get so many different colors of alpaca yarn. And now we're getting into the yarn mill portion of the tour, so this is where all of the magic happens. I couldn't believe how many steps go into creating alpaca yarn. It was so cool to see the process literally from start to finish, starting with the animals to cleaning, to spinning, to dyeing. There's just so much love and care that goes into creating this beautiful alpaca yarn. And you can see here there's so many different color options. They have every yarn weight, and the owner hand dyes everything in her kitchen. It's such an amazing operation. So we just got done at the alpaca farm and had such a wonderful tour with our tour guide Jeremy, and it was amazing. We got to see the whole yarn process from start to finish. Of course, starting with a little visit with the alpacas, and it was just so wonderful. I learned so much about these cute animals, and then they took us inside to the mill, and it was just so cool to see how many steps go into creating a single strand of yarn. And it's just so meaningful to know like how much goes into it and what goes into making the yarn, which turns into a garment. And yes, it's amazing. I had such a wonderful time, and now we're heading to the Fiber Arts Festival. So I didn't buy any yarn while we were at the alpaca farm, but they are going to be vending at this Fiber Arts fair, so I'm hoping to pick up some of their yarn there to support them. And if you're in San Diego, make sure to check out A Simpler Time Alpaca Farm. It's such a wonderful local business, and they also have a bunch of different classes that you can take there too, aside from the tour. So in the future, I hope to take a yarn dyeing class because I've never dyed yarn. And yeah, so we'll see what else has in the future, but let's head on over to the Fiber Arts Festival. The Fiber Arts Festival had a $5 entry fee, but it took place at a really cool venue, the Antique Gas and Steam Museum. So it's kind of a mix of indoor and outdoor museums, and some of the warehouses were dedicated to fiber arts. So you got to really explore a bunch of different areas within fiber arts. And of course, before heading in, they had these really cute cows. Had to stop by and say hello. And upon entry, there's more alpacas, and you can see the start of all the vendors here. They also had a really talented live musician. I had so much fun at the San Diego Machine Knitters Guild booth. As someone who's obsessed with their Centro, this professional knitting machine was so much fun to try. I'll definitely be trying to take one of their local classes in the future. Learning how to spin yarn on a drop spindle was definitely the highlight of my time at the Fiber Arts Festival. I actually thought I was gonna be too late to take the class, but I got there just in time and they were able to give me a quick lesson on how to park and stop. That's the method I am attempting to use here to spin yarn, but I am completely hooked. I am excited to continue this process, and it's just another thing to add to my list of fiber arts hobbies. And after about 15 minutes of trying to spin the yarn, this is my first ever strand. It's definitely not quite like the beautiful pieces that the vendors had, but it was so much fun. And now we're heading into the Weavers building, which was massive. They had all of these free vintage magazines, which were super fun to thumb through. And this building was massive. It was completely full of looms, I believe they're called, and this is a look into one of the beautiful weavings they had on display. This awesome old-timey home on display, and they had this crochet sock mold, which I thought was super cute. The worst part is having to say goodbye. Hey, I am back home. We just drove back from the Fiber Arts Festival, and I wanted to wrap up the video by showing you everything that I got. So everything came in these cute little market bags. I didn't expect to get these at all, but they were really cute and provided bags. So as you saw, I learned how to spin yarn, hand spin. I'm not very good, but that's why I had to get a drop spindle, and it's so cute. The couple was adorable, and it has this cute like flower engraving, and I got the hook there, and it's beautiful. I'm really excited to keep trying to spin yarn. I think it's gonna take a few attempts before I get good at it, but that's the fun, learning new parts about fiber arts. And of course, if I'm gonna learn how to spin yarn, I needed some roving. And look how vibrant this is. It's so squishy. I think it's gonna spin up really, really nice. They had all these like sparkly, glittery fibers that you could add to it, but I thought I just need to start with the basics. So I got this poofy roving, and I'm hoping I can spin it up for summer and make a cute top with it. It'll be really cool to make it from start to finish. And then lastly, I didn't get any yarn at the alpaca farm, but I wanted to get some yarn to support them since they were at the Fiber Arts Fair too. So I got 100% baby alpaca. They told us that the baby alpaca comes from their like first or second shearing, so the yarn is different, and I'm planning to make a sweater. So I got 4 of the same colorway. This is plum, and it's fingering weight yarn, and it's just gorgeous. I'm obsessed. And yeah, that's what I got. It feels really good to support a local business, and that like I got to meet these alpacas and see how everything's made. So I thought it would be perfect to make a sweater. And the alpaca fiber is really good. They told us it's antimicrobial, so it won't get stinky like if you're sweating in some acrylic garments that you make, and it should keep you cool, it should keep you warm. So I'm excited to see how that works up. I'm really happy I got to take this home today. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little birthday vlog, and I will catch you next time. Thanks.